Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be another review video. And today we're going to be flipping kind of the dark horse of the little pass around by Eldo Flips and Phoenix Design / Clone Support. Check them both out. Show them some love. Because these guys have very, very cool channels. I really do like their stuff. I like Eldo's balisongs. Check out his Instagram as well. I believe it is just Eldo Flips. And then I really like Clone Support's channel and also the Phoenix Design stuff that he's been doing recently because it's really cool. And I'd love to kind of keep this kind of little collaborative partnership going because it's really cool being able to test out kind of prototypes like this, provide some feedback. I think he's done an absolutely superb job on this. So yeah, this is probably the last video you're going to see with just like plugs of other people and whatnot. And whilst I'm at it, might as well plug myself, check out the description, music and all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And now that I've wasted your time for about 1 minute and 10 seconds, let's get straight into the review. So, this is the Chroma V2. Now, this is... I think there is actually a V2.5 now, which has more, what is it called? The Tay-Flipper style blade, right? With, like, the multiple weights in the end, right? Rather than just the one. And, anyways, yeah, but this is the V2, which I'm not sure if you can still buy. It's probably all just V2.5s now. But I imagine the flipping is still going to be fairly similar. Just slightly different. And obviously the material is the same, the handle is the same. So I feel like a lot of it will be transferable in terms of knowledge. And yeah, let's get into it. So for availability, I'm going to give this thing a 9 out of 10. I believe the custom ones are always available to order. Whereas he does also do drops of slightly cheaper pre-made ones, right? They'll usually be black and white. I think it will be like, yeah, just some sort of Oreo combination. Sponsored by Sparkling Water. Had this just on the side, so I'll stand that back up. And yeah, this thing, it's super cool. I really like this guy. I think the availability is very cool. Price, I believe the standard one, pre-made ones are like, what, 50 euros? And custom ones are, I believe, 60 euros. And then there is maybe like €5 shipping for kind of Europe, and then maybe a little more for other places. Maybe it goes up to like €9 or so. But yeah, I'd say it's about the same price as an Edit Lite in the UK. So to buy both of these from the UK is the same price. Obviously, in the States, you guys probably wouldn't be getting one of these. You'd probably be getting an Edit Lite, and I imagine the handles are made of similar material, as they're both kind of 3D printed. But yeah, I do think this is a very cool balisong. In terms of looks, I mean, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It's not a particularly exciting balisong. It's very average looking. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like amazing or anything. It's just kind of bland. So I don't think it's ugly. I think it's quite tastefully done. I just don't think there is anything crazy special about how it looks. But I think other design elements, such as the sandwich style, different colours, Zen pins, it's got weird hex key bits there. And then also this little Zen nipple here. I do think there are really cool design elements on this guy though. So I'm not going to give it like some rubbish score just because I don't think it's a particularly interesting design. This bite handle indicator though is quite good and it does work. But yeah, we've gone over costs, we've gone over availability. Tolerances, I mean, it's plastic, so I don't expect much, but yeah, it's a pair of maracas, but I mean, it is what it is, I imagine you can probably actually get pretty decent tolerances out of this brand. It's brand new, but this is Eldo Flips's, so yeah. And other than that, yeah, sound-wise, I mean, that's what it sounds like. Nice and quiet. There's got a lot of planes today. Not a crazy sound, but it does sound pretty cool. I think it's got a pretty unique sound. And it does basically all the tricks you want it to do. So when it comes to flipping, I would say it's kind of like a Kraken balance, to be honest. It's not very heavy. The weight is kind of more or less evenly distributed, even with the screws at the end. It carries momentum pretty well for a plastic balisong. It does chaplins pretty well. It does rollovers well. It fans well. I believe it is slightly handled by us. Yeah, as you can see, it's slightly handled by us. And overall, I say it flips really well. I kind of thought, how can a little plastic trainer flip like a Kraken? But it really does kind of have similar elements as a Kraken. I mean, it's not like, oh my goodness, you can flip a Kraken and then flip this, and then you're like, oh my goodness, yeah, they're like the same. But I think if you think about how this flips, you can see there is some Kraken-esque influence, which I think is very cool. Especially for the price range that this is at. This is like super cheap. It's a really good trainer to take on planes and stuff. That's one of the biggest upsides to this, is that you can take this guy on planes and you should be perfectly fine. And you know, you can just have this on holiday, and it's a really nice low-key flipper that doesn't disturb really anyone else. Well, I mean, it could with like the clicking noises, but it's fairly quiet. So you know, you shouldn't be disturbing too many people by flipping this guy outside and whatnot. Yeah, it is basically just like a nice fidget toy. And so if I could actually hold on to the thing for more than 2 seconds, would be nice. But yeah, I generally do really like the flipping on this guy. It's a really competent flipper. It is quite a thick balisong. That's the one thing I will say. It's a chunky boy. So you kind of got to get used to that size in the hand. I don't think it's particularly long, but it is a thick boy. So we've got to be wary of that. That's the one thing I would say, is just be aware that it's a pretty chunky balisong. But other than that, yeah, I'm really happy with how this thing flips. I think if I would have bought one of these, I would have been fine with it. I would think I still would prefer the Edit Lite, just because I feel like it'll have a bit better balance. I think it's a little heavier. But I think the materials will be similar, which is actually one of the reasons why I'm kind of holding off getting an Edit Lite. Maybe I'll just get a Squiddy A. Let me know, guys, what's a really good plastic balisong that feels really good in the hand? Like, something that's not too slippery, it's got a good balance, that feels really good in the hand, because I'd love to have a balisong for travelling abroad with. And, you know, I'm thinking it's either between the 3D printed ones, but I'd much prefer, like, either a resin one or, like, the squid milled ones. And the squid balisongs are actually slowly but surely making their way onto the UK marketplace on Amazon here, which is quite nice. I think if the Squiddy A comes out on Amazon, I'm probably going to pick one of those up, because it's got a pretty good balance. It's pretty lightweight, but it's Ultem, so it's fairly strong. And I like the look of it. I like the Squiddy look. I mean, it is just a Squiddy B with different handles, but it's pretty strong. I don't know. Some people say it's slippery. I think it's cool. It makes a cool sound. And, you know, that's just... And it's milled, which is one of the big things I like. I don't like this kind of squishy... I don't know, this is not for me. You know, maybe I can even find some bushings for it, which would be absolutely incredible. But I'd need new pivots, wouldn't I? I'd need smaller pivots with a bigger head. But anyways, regardless, you know, I think this is really cool. Overall, would I recommend it? I'd say so, yeah. I think if you need a first balisong that's like pretty good quality, or you want something that's, you know, not going to be... This isn't going to break apart on you very easily. It is quite robust. You know, and this is a pretty good first balisong, or like second balisong, or just a trainer for carrying abroad. If you're traveling a lot, you need something. I think if you're in Europe, this is a really, really good deal. It kind of replaces the Squiddy in the sense that it is the budget-friendly, you know, little balisong trainer that you can get, because we don't really have any of that, because you pay about £9 million in shipping from the US. You know, machine-wise shipping is $40 here. I mean, obviously the Edit Lite it's not a US product. I believe it's made in Taiwan, but it's still like $10 shipping or so. The Squiddy is about 20% more expensive here. You know, you guys' Squiddy A, just a standard Squiddy, is what, $40, whereas here it's like £65, which is like $80. I think $80 for like a Squiddy B, or just a standard Squiddy, what is it, C? Well, whatever the standard Squiddy, the white one. Like, dude, it's crazy, the premium that we pay here. So that's why, you know, that's the kind of the point of view I'm coming from when it comes to this guy. So I think this is a very cool guy. It kind of has that nice, very simplistic design, very cute, very approachable. It's just a nice little cute knife, right? It's got a little face, Squid Game. Kind of looks like the circle dude in Squid Game, I guess. Who remembers Squid Game, right? I don't even know if some of you... No, my audience is, 18 to 24 mostly, so hopefully you guys know what I'm on about. Obviously, there's maybe some little kids, I don't know. I have no clue. I'll definitely have to check my audience statistics, but, you know, I really like this. I think this is a really cool flipper. I would definitely recommend this if you need something to travel around with. You know, It doesn't feel cheaply made, but it doesn't feel like crazy quality either. Obviously, it is just 3D printed filament, and so it's not... It leaves something to be desired, but I don't think I can really complain for the price. Because there's not many options that we have here for like nice cheap plastic trainers that actually flip good. Which is one problem with the Squiddy, like it just doesn't flip well. The Squiddy B, yeah, it does. It's like £10 more expensive, but you know it's just this is a solid knife. It flips well. It feels good in the hand. It's not too grippy or not too slippery. It's got good grip, and it's pretty affordable as far as balisongs go. So I definitely recommend this. And so thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.